Greetings and welcome to another episode of The Jump Off. This is your host, Doug, the Organic One, back at you for another great episode. And today I want to talk to you guys about something that's very essential to living and growing. And one of the most valuable skills you can develop is being secure in your foundation and equally being flexible enough to evolve. And a lot of people confuse confidence with stubbornness, and they're absolutely not the same thing. Confidence says, I trust what I know, and wisdom says, I'll change when I learn something better. The strongest people aren't the ones who refuse to move, they're the ones who can stand firmly on their principles while adjusting their strategy when reality gives them new information. And being secure in yourself doesn't mean, you know, you die on every hill that you climb. And it means knowing which battles aren't worth your time. Live and let live. Like, I don't have time to go back and forth with nobody, especially right now. I'm way too focused on the bread to be thinking about beef in any capacity. Too many people are wasting energy defending themselves against people who aren't building anything, arguing, over explaining, and seeking validation. And really just overly trying to win every disagreement. And I can't see the sense. Like, for what? Like, most distractions arrive disguised as invitations to defend your ego, an argument, an insult, a misunderstanding, a hater, a doubter, a critic. Reality doesn't care how you are offended, it rewards what you build. Somebody doubts you, somebody misunderstands you, somebody doesn't see your vision. That's fine. Let them proceed with what they're doing. While they're focused on whatever you got going on, you stay focused and aligned in your vision, because every minute spent defending the ego is a minute not spent building the future. Like, the goal isn't to win every conversation, it's to win your life. Some people wake up every morning and look for a debate to get into. Like, no notifications, no alerts, looking for an argument. Like, I really can't even fathom that. Meanwhile, people that are building and trying to figure out how to make a way or a system that pays themselves or finish a project, hit the gym, call their mom, like anything. That's where adaptation becomes powerful. When you're securing your foundation, you don't need validation. You don't need everybody to agree with you. Like, you don't need people to understand you. You simply collect information, make adjustments, and keep moving. Look at the game. I won't even say a specific game. Look at any game in the world. And that's boxing, MMA, basketball, business, technology. The skill never goes backwards, it always increases. And the future is constantly producing people who are faster, smarter, stronger, and more efficient than the generation that came before them. Every champion eventually becomes the standard, and every standard is eventually surpassed. That's why people who are insecure, they cling to the past. Like when you're securing yourself, you learn from it. The future doesn't belong to people who know the most. It belongs to the people who can learn the fastest, think about business. Like right now, SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of is uh what is possible because the company embraced iteration, failure, adaptation, and instead of protecting old ideas, they utilize every setback as information. Every obstacle became new intelligence. Every lesson improved the next attempt. Like the foundation stayed the same, the execution evolved. The mission never changed. The methods did. The same thing that happens in sports. The greatest teams don't panic when adversity shows up. They trust their foundation while adapting to the reality that's in front of them. The best competitors understand something most people don't. Um, the game is constantly talking to you. The market is talking to you. Your relationships are talking to you. Your results are speaking to you. The question is, are you listening? Because life is constantly handing you new information, a failed relationship, a lost opportunity, a bad investment, uncomfortable conversations. All of these things are information. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's often the antecedent or the tuition that you pay for success. Like the question isn't whether you'll face adversity. The question is whether your foundation is strong enough to survive it. And is your ego small enough to learn from it? Because success isn't about being right all the time. It's about becoming better over time. And the people who win aren't always, the most talented, the most gifted. They're, people that can adapt and adjust. They're secure enough to stand on what they know and humble enough to change when they learn something better. That's balance, foundation and adjustment, belief and adaptation. Stand firm in your values. Stay flexible in your methods. Live and let live. Stay focused on the bread. Keep learning, keep adjusting, keep building. Because if you can stay rooted without becoming rigid and adaptable without becoming unstable, you'll possess something that every high performer eventually discovers. The foundation gives you strength, the adjustment gives you the growth, and together they give you your future. And the people who spend their life defending themselves rarely have time to improve themselves. They're building and drowning. They're like the builders are drowning. No, wait. The builders are drowning out the noise with the work. Nobody's trying to schedule meetings about feelings, rumors, and whatever helps you sleep at night. It's too much bread to be considering beef. And for many who've been in the presence of an individual or a group of people who are really working, there's an era of shut the fuck up in the atmosphere, for a lack of a better word. And not because they're rude, not because they're arrogant, they're just occupied, focused, consumed in the work, consumed by the task. The mission is louder than whatever outside noise. It's more important. The work is louder than the gossip. It's more important. The results are louder than any opinions. It's more important. And eventually, that's what separates the builders from everybody else. Not talent, not luck, not opportunity. not attention. The ability to keep your eyes on the prize while everything around you in the world keeps offering you distractions. So please live and let live. Stay rooted, stay rooted, stay adaptable, and keep building. Keep going because it's only up. That's all I got for y'all. But yeah, very, you know, present mind, present thinking, and intentionality putting this together because as I really put my head into the work, I'm really seeing like, you don't have to respond to that. Don't give it your energy. Give the energy to production and you smooth. But yeah, your host, the most, not finna boast. I'm out of here.